Attention.
And we are speeding.
Yeah, it's different. I don't get emotionally wrapped up in it particularly because, when they finish, then you start working. So you try not to get too high, you try not to get too low because you've got to be calm if they're winning, and if they're losing, you've got to raise them a bit. So I don't get too sort of carried away with it. The fact that they're probably not as big a surprise to me as they were to everybody else because I've known Louis and Charles since 10 years, when they came over to Britain 16, 17 years old. And they had a spell where I think they were happy making 10 million rand a year, which is $1 million basically. And they had 2 or 3 years where that happened. I actually had them in the office one time when they were going home, and I said, I suppose you're going home now because you've made your money. And they said, you need to think a bit further than that. And since the last 2 or 3 years, they've really kicked on. And I think winning tournaments in South Africa, you can't underestimate that. Gives them that winning feeling, so that when they come here, they're used to it.
Great day.
I took the easy way out. I went and found Charles. Rory finished after Charles, and I left Cagey, who looks after Rory day to day, to mop up with Rory when he finished to make sure he was all right and got out of there. And I went and learnt what it was like to be a Masters champion, which is quite interesting. You end up in the butler cabin having half an hour enjoying it, and they tell you what you can do and you can't do, and then you do a bit of media, and then you do a dinner, and then you do a bit more media. And I went back and saw Rory later that night at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I didn't know what to say, and I said, Rose, at least I know what you're going to have to do next year now. Because, there is nothing you can say, there's nothing I can do to make it better, you just have to be sensible. And Charles was always going to be all right, and he came round to the house for a drink at about 10:30. We had about 40 guests there. He had the green jacket on, and everybody wanted to actually touch him, never mind just have a picture with him, they wanted to touch the green jacket.